We're going to be making a lot of 13 by 19-inch posters this year for events at Valhalla. And these posters are printed by the district print shop. When we print in the Mac Lab, we'll work at a larger scale, but a different resolution. But as far as Illustrator goes, we're going to work resolution independent for most of the projects. But let's go ahead and open a new file. Get used to Command N, new Finder window, new Photoshop, new Illustrator. You know, this Command N is give me a new of whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to call this something poster template. And in the future, we're going to learn how to save templates. For right now, this is just kind of a preview. And the width and height, you notice mine is in pixels. I don't know if yours is in inches or not, but what you have to do, rather than typing it, come over to the units and change pixels to inches. So now this switches to inches. And then we can just highlight this, and the width is 13. Hit Tab to jump to the next field. 19. Stop using your mouse. And again, I've watched you guys in earlier videos. I told you to open this up. I want this open. And the reason for that is I want to see what you're working at. And right now, the color mode, RGB, that's fine. The district print shop works in CMYK, and we'll get to different color spaces. If this was a class to prepare you for a job in the commercial art field, well, we'd be talking about this. But as far as points and picus go, 99.9% of you will never use that. So I'm not going to teach that unless you plan on you plan on working as a graphic designer and doing a lot of print work in CMYK. Talk to me if that's the case. Otherwise, we'll just ignore that. Now, raster effects. Illustrator has all kinds of cool raster effects, about 95% of which Photoshop can do better. So, yeah, if we were doing that, we'd bump this up. But we're just doing text. And so we're going to stick at 72. This is important. Okay? So make sure you have these settings right, because I'm going to be able to see if you're an RGB or CMYK. All right? And these are custom. Don't worry about that. And we click OK. And now we have, I'm going to hit the letter F. Get used to this. Hit the letter F, and that switches me to, we no longer have that tab there, and we have more room to work. Hit the letter F again. We go full screen. We're not using that. You have to know all the keyboard shortcuts to do it. So I'm just cycling through with the letter F. No command, just the letter F. And that change screen mode is right here. If you can't remember, we're in full screen mode with menu bar. Now, we're ready to roll. Holding down the space bar to get that hand tool, and we're ready to put our background in that we made in Photoshop. We'll come back and do that, but first we want to save this. Command S, and we're going to put this inside posters, and if you click on this, you should have the posters folder here. If you don't have this posters, well, let's see which posters folder it is. And this is in documents. So I have a couple in different places. So here's all our Julius Caesar stuff. So this one's just called poster template. And because we're doing a lot of this, I'm going to hit the left arrow and put an underscore, shift underscore. And the reason for that is it's going to go to the top of the list because we're going to use this over and over and over. I'm going to save it, click OK, and close this. Come on back and I'll show you what's up next.